Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to Be With Me. We have a special episode today. I am with Pastor Knute Larson, who has instructed me to call him Knute for this, meaning no disrespect. And we're going to talk today about something that is near and dear to his heart. And we're going to talk about ABFs.
What are ABFs?
You wrote the book. Tell us about ABFs.
A way to do church within the church, in a sense, to connect people so they can study together, love together, get to know each other, and apply the scriptures and care. It's a great thing.
So tell us, how did this concept come to be? Because you literally, for those of you who don't know, Knute has written a book 35 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, more than that. Anyway, I went to a church as pastor, and it was already 200 some, and they had classes with content and a president of the class, but no care happening, no especially discipleship or growth. So out of that, within a year, developed putting care together with fellowship, with love, with service, and of course the teaching. And we called them adult Bible fellowships instead of Sunday school.
So you wrote a book, and that idea caught on not just in your church, but was spread throughout Christendom. Tell me how many churches approximately have adopted that model.
At last count, about 17 million. No, I don't know. E-Free took it all over their national collection of churches.
Yeah.
Grace Brethren did. And then I was at a granddaughter graduation in Baylor, Texas, and they had adult Bible fellowships at the church on Sundays. So thousands, and it really is used well. And a lot of people use it by other names.
So you have this passion for fellowship, and what does fellowship give you that nothing else maybe, I might be pushing this a little bit, but what's so critical about fellowship that nothing else in the church fills that particular need?
Well, first you know each other a little bit, so you got to meet together. And ABFs meet either in homes or on Sundays at church building or Saturdays. I think it gives you get to know someone, and you don't mind calling them out when you get to know them better, or saying, well, why would you think that? Or caring with each other, crying with each other.
So some of the principles, teaching, even though that's not the most important, caring, you're speaking of accountability, or at least accountability light, of don't giving up, meeting together.
Hopefully it develops within the class. You can't be positive people are going to do anything other than, hi, how are you, unless they get in small groups within the ABF. That's hoped for. And a good ABF has not only a good teacher, but people who care about care, forgive the redundancy, and socials, but also discipleship. So it's a team of leaders. It really works well. I've seen it to this day work very, very well by that name or other names.
Sure. So this idea is maybe 40 years old or so. What has changed, do you think, about fellowship, or maybe more specifically the pressures on fellowship, that you see different now than you did 30, 40 years ago?
I've been in church work 55 years as full-time, pastoring 43, now coaching 12. I think it's the hardest time ever, honest, to pastor a church or to be a leader in a church, because not only because of COVID, certainly, but politics and communication. People say things on their apps that they think God can't read, and I'm involved in a church discipline right now, trying to coach them out of it over what they said on Facebook, an argument back and forth.
Sure.
It's a hard time, and you need connections with people. People need people.
The Christian walk was not meant to be walked alone.
Absolutely. And not many men, I'm a man, you're a man, I think we knew that, but not many men are good at connections, and ABFs help that happen, couples too, of course, but that's the purpose of it. I love the idea, and it still works very well. And Mike, you're in one of the best ones I've ever seen.
So do you think that there's something special about the structure that helps get over people's needs or the lacks that they have, that the ABF structure will actually help them get over that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I better, but not necessarily. If the leaders do a good job and promote honesty, and it can be. Anybody face a difficult time? Yeah, then it's everything superficial. But in the care groups and in the smaller circles of an ABF and in the manner of the teacher and the class leader, that's crucial. They got to be there not as Christian all-stars, but as fellow strugglers.
Well, let me just speak on behalf of the entire church and maybe even the Lord himself, which sometimes I do on this podcast.
Oh my, let me write this down.
But I just want to thank you for inventing this idea, describing this idea, developing this idea, and being its champion over many, many years. And I think I was thinking about your career and your ministry path. If you did nothing else in your whole career, I think this would have been worthy of a pastor's entire career. So that's just in general. And then personally, I have found a great blessing being under your pastorate for a number of decades, and also under the system for every minute of that. So thank you very much, and thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome. You're kind.
Everybody on the podcast, we'll see you tomorrow.